I'm thinking about the green agenda that's being foisted upon us, that manifests itself in the green levy on fuel bills and energy bills. That's in this time of cost of lockdown crisis, and the green levy on energy bills is only adding to that suffering. The move away from the much maligned fossil fuels, gas, coal, oil, to renewables, so-called wind and solar. Agenda 2030, which is really just the idiot child of Agenda 21. As far as I'm concerned, it's not about going green, it's about going without. It's about grooming the world's population, and especially the populations of the developed West, to live meaner, colder, hungrier, smaller lives. That's what Agenda 2030 boils down to. And to add insult to injury, to rub salt into the wounds, the priestly class that preaches Agenda 2030 are doing so from their private jets as they flit around the planet, coming together in Davos and wherever else they like to foregather, so that they can lecture we the proles about what we should do without, while they continue to live their high protein, high altitude, mile high lives. As far as I'm concerned, the green agenda needs to be gone in its present iteration. It's not green anyway. It's hiding behind a cloak of green. Renewable energy, we've been sold a pup there. Wind farms and solar farms. Where to begin in contemplating the hypocrisy of all of that? Sites for wind farms, sites for solar farms, take your pick, but they've all to be cleared of all life. Before anything is built, unpublicised research indicates that most of that relocated life dies. The turbines, when they're in action, harvest millions of birds that fly into them and through them. Wind turbines are hugely demanding of energy and resources to make them in the first place. Solar panels are filthy to make. They use coal in their production process and other fossil fuels besides. You'll see images online of wind turbine blades come to the end of their life. After 20 years or so, there's nothing can be done with them because of what they're made of. They can't be recycled. So the wind turbines are disassembled and buried. They just become the stuff of yet more colossal landfill. Similarly with solar panels, which come to the end of their natural lives. There's nothing can be done with them. And then there are images too of the mining that goes on for the necessary rare earth minerals upon which all of these renewable technologies depend. The damage that is being contemplated in the name of a green agenda. It's hypocrisy of an obscene level. And you consider what the green lobby stand by and watch, or their cheerleaders profit from. Plastic in the oceans. Look at the images of plastic in the oceans. There used to be campaigns about removing plastic from the ocean, as if that was even possible, because as the plastic breaks down in the ocean, it becomes microplastic, which there's nothing you can do about. It's ingested by fish and other marine life that we then eat, so that all of us walking around today are partly made of ingested plastic. The very notion that any of this is clean and green and respects the environment is farcical. The masks, the millions, billions, maybe it's even trillions of plasticized masks that people were encouraged to wear and that were then discarded, so that there are billions of them in landfills, billions of them in the ocean. They'll be there forever. They'll take centuries to break down. And as they break down, they too will be ingested by marine life. They will choke the life out of seabirds and other marine life, all just being mass produced at huge profit and then dumped. Where was the green lobby then to lament the mass production of all that shite that ended up in the oceans and that will be there for centuries to come? The 10 biggest recycling companies in the world made make £60 billion worth of profit each year. The plastics industry that generates the stuff in the first place is worth $800 billion a year. It's about profit. And the green agenda that's being pushed, rammed down our throats at the moment is not green. It's anti-human, it's inhuman, it's anti-nature, and it doesn't have to be this way.